Next, Obama compared Trump to George Wallace.
George Wallace may be gone, but we can witness our federal government sending agents to use tear gas and batons against peaceful demonstrators.
Now, like Bull Connor, Wallace was a Democrat. Surely you recall that, don't you? But some people somehow think that George Wallace was a Republican and Abraham Lincoln was a Democrat.
I agree with Bernie. I'm disappointed to read about it, but at the same time, you know, we do have the worst Republican nominee since George Wallace.
What? George Wallace was a Republican? Now, that was Keith Ellison, the former deputy chair of the DNC, making that assertion. And sitting right next to him, George Stephanopoulos, the former campaign aide to Bill Clinton, now chief news anchor for ABC News. And when Ellison made that blunder, Mr. Stephanopoulos corrected him, right? Fortunately, a Republican Oklahoma Congressman, Tom Cole, was there.
I agree with Bernie. I'm disappointed to read about it, but at the same time, you know, we do have the worst Republican nominee since George Wallace. We have somebody who is so dangerous in a number of ways, not the least of which is his attacks on the press and his pulling press credentials. The First Amendment says freedom of the press. He attacks the press regularly. So I'm really kind of focused on the job at hand, but I am disappointed. But I'm not surprised. But at the same time, you know, I just have to keep trudging on, organizing people to turn out the maximum number of votes to defeat
Just
Donald
the
Trump.
beginning here in Philadelphia, Congressman Cole. You just came from Cleveland Republican Convention. Was it a success?
Well, first I want to correct my friend. George Wallace was a proud Democrat and ran for the Democratic nomination. Was on that stage down there.
Thank God he got rejected and lost.
Well, that's fine, but let's be clear on the record as to whose party he belonged to.
Yeah, that George Wallace.
In the name of the greatest people that have ever trod this earth, I draw the line in the dust and toss the gauntlet before the feet of tyranny, and I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, and segregation forever.